Welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and we're focusing on some of the rarest and most valuable half-penny coins from the United Kingdom. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting, this video will give you all the details you need to know about these incredible pieces of history and their market value in dollars today. So, let's get started. First up, we're diving into a fascinating piece of numismatic history from the United Kingdom, the 1956 half-penny coin. For those of you who are passionate about collecting rare coins or simply curious about their value, you'll want to stick around for this one. We're talking about a coin that has historical significance, intricate design, and most importantly, holds potential value in the coin collecting market today. We'll break down its history, design, rarity, and of course the big question, what is its value today in the collector's market, especially in fine condition? So, let's jump into it. To understand the true value of the 1956 half-penny, it's important to grasp its historical context. This coin was minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, shortly after she ascended to the throne in 1952. By 1956, the United Kingdom was still rebuilding in the post-war era, and coinage played an essential role in everyday commerce. The half-penny, often written as 12D, was a denomination of British currency used widely for centuries until it was eventually withdrawn in 1984. Although the 1956 half-penny is among the rarest coins in British history, and its appeal lies in its association with Queen Elizabeth II's early reign and its charming design, which is a standout for many collectors. When you take a close look at the 1956 half-penny, you'll notice its unique design. The obverse side features the young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by renowned sculptor Mary Gillick. This image depicts the Queen wearing a laureate crown and is notable for its soft, almost ethereal lines. Gillick's portrait was used on coins from 1953 to 1967, making it iconic for coins minted during the early years of Elizabeth II's reign. On the reverse side, you'll find a depiction of the HMS Victory, the famous ship commanded by Admiral Horatio Nelson during the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805. The ship design had been used on half-pennies since 1937 and continued to be a symbol of Britain's naval prowess. Beneath the image of HMS Victory is the denomination a half along with the date 1956. The combination of the young Queen and the naval imagery connects this coin to both modern British history and its illustrious past. Before we jump into the market value of the 1956 half-penny, let's talk about the coin's condition, specifically fine condition. In numismatics, condition plays a significant role in determining the value of a coin. A coin in fine condition shows moderate wear. Some of the coin's finer details may be worn down, especially the high points of the design, but the major features are still clear. This level of wear is typical for coins that were in circulation but have not been excessively handled or damaged. On a scale of grading coins, fine condition falls between very good and very fine. It's worth noting that while a coin in fine condition may not fetch the highest prices compared to an uncirculated or mint condition coin, it still holds considerable value depending on its rarity and demand in the market. Now, the big question, what is the market value of the 1956 half-penny in fine condition today? As of today, the 1956 half-penny holds value not only as a collectible but also as a piece of British history. However, coins from this era are still popular among collectors for a variety of reasons: nostalgia, historical significance, and in some cases, the desire to complete a full collection of Queen Elizabeth II coins. For a 1956 half-penny in fine condition, the market value typically ranges $155,000 depending on the demand. While this may seem like a lot, and it's important to remember that the price can vary based on factors like the coin's aesthetic appeal, collector interest, and the overall condition of the specific coin. It's also worth noting that many collectors choose to buy these coins in bulk or as part of a complete set of British pre-decimal coinage, which could raise the individual coin's value slightly in certain circumstances. While the 1956 United Kingdom half-penny may be the most valuable coin on the market today, and its rich history, iconic design, and association with Queen Elizabeth II make it a favorite among collectors. Whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned pro, this coin offers a fantastic glimpse into mid-20th century British currency and has the potential to grow in value over time. Next up, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of British coins, and more specifically, the often overlooked but historically rich 1963 United Kingdom a half-penny. For collectors worldwide, this coin is not just a piece of copper, it's a portal to a bygone era. A treasure from the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. If you're curious about its collector market value in very fine condition today, then you've come to the right place. Stick around because this small coin might just hold big value in dollars. The story of the United Kingdom, a halfpenny, goes back centuries, but by 1963, it was one of the last years this iconic coin was minted before the British decimalisation system took over. First introduced in 1672, the halfpenny became a staple of British currency for everyday transactions, primarily made from bronze in the later years. By the early 1960s, however, the world was changing, and so was the United Kingdom's coinage. The halfpenny, which had once held significant purchasing power, began to lose its relevance in day-to-day trade. Despite this, the 1963 and a halfpenny has remained a favorite among collectors for its historical significance and relatively low mintage. This coin marks the twilight years of a denomination that had been in circulation for nearly 300 years. Queen Elizabeth II had only been on the throne for about a decade by the time this coin was minted, and this coin is a part of the earlier portraits of her reign. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of the young Queen Elizabeth II, while the reverse displays a rendition of a sailing ship, the HMS Golden Hind, the legendary ship of Sir Francis Drake. Now, let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The 1963 halfpenny features the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by artist Mary Gillick. This design shows the Queen facing to the right, adorned with a laurel wreath, symbolizing victory and honor. Surrounding her are the words Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina F, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. On the reverse side, we see the famed Golden Hind in full sail, beautifully detailed. The denomination is clearly marked, and the date 1963 is placed below the ship. The craftsmanship of this coin is quite impressive, making it a prized item for collectors, especially in very fine condition. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. So what exactly does very fine mean in the world of coin grading? A coin in very fine condition means it has seen light circulation, but still retains much of its original detail. For the 1963 UK halfpenny, you should be able to see all the intricate features of Queen Elizabeth's portrait and the Golden Hind. There may be slight wear on the highest points of the design, but overall, the coin will still have good definition and some of its original luster. In very fine condition, the coin will still be a beautiful example of mid-20th century British craftsmanship. It's not as valuable as an uncirculated or mint state coin, but it holds significant value compared to those in lower grades. So, the big question on every collector's mind is, what's the value of a 1963 UK halfpenny in very fine condition today? Like most coins, the value depends on factors such as rarity, demand, and overall condition. While the 1963 UK halfpenny is particularly rare, the growing interest in British pre-decimal coins has seen its value steadily rise in recent years. In very fine condition, the 1963 halfpenny can fetch anywhere $140,000 in today's collector market. Why is this small bronze coin valuable to collectors? It's a combination of historical significance, the beauty of its design, and its connection to the early reign of Queen Elizabeth II. The fact that the 1963 UK halfpenny was among the last years of this denomination before decimalisation also adds to its appeal. For collectors of British coins, owning a 1963 halfpenny in very fine condition is like holding a piece of mid-20th century British history in the palm of your hand. The 1963 United Kingdom a halfpenny may be small in size, but it carries a lot of historical weight. For collectors, it's a must-have item that represents a pivotal moment in British coinage. Next up, we're taking a close look at a coin that may seem like much at first glance and has a special place in the hearts of collectors, the 1966 United Kingdom a halfpenny coin, particularly in circulated condition. You might think a small coin like the 1966 UK a halfpenny is worth much these days, especially if it's circulated, and you'll be surprised by how much collectors are willing to pay for this historic piece. By the end of this video, you'll have a good understanding of its collector's market value in dollars today and why it's gaining attention in the numismatic world. To appreciate the true value of the 1966 United Kingdom a halfpenny, we first need to understand its historical context. The UK halfpenny coin, commonly referred to as the halfpenny, was a denomination of the British pre-decimal currency system. It was in circulation from the 1200s all the way up until decimalisation in 1971. The 1966 edition of the halfpenny was part of the last few years of this coin's production before decimalisation, making it one of the final representatives of a centuries-old tradition. This adds to its collectability, as the coin represents a period of transition in the UK's monetary history. On one side of the coin, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which had been in use on UK coins since her ascension to the throne in 1953. Reverse side, you'll see the image of the Golden Hind, the famous ship of Sir Francis Drake, which had become an iconic symbol of British naval history and exploration. Now, let's talk about condition, a major factor when it comes to coin collecting. For today's video, we are focusing on the 1966 UK a halfpenny in circulated condition. Circulated coins are those that have been used in everyday transactions, meaning they'll often have noticeable wear, scratches, and maybe even a few nicks. The coin you may find in your old collection or tucked away in a drawer could very well be one of these circulated versions. When evaluating a circulated coin, collectors and dealers will assess the degree of wear, the sharpness of the design, and any marks or discoloration. A 1966 UK halfpenny in circulated condition might not be as pristine as an uncirculated or mint condition coin, but that doesn't mean it lacks value. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for: the current market value of a 1966 UK halfpenny in circulated condition. Although this coin is exceedingly rare, its value has been climbing in recent years, especially among collectors who appreciate the historical significance of pre-decimal British currency. In circulated condition, you can generally find the 1966 UK a halfpenny selling for anywhere $132,000 on the higher end. As you can see, the value of a circulated 1966 UK halfpenny varies based on its condition, with sharper and less worn coins fetching higher prices. The good news is that even in circulated condition, these coins are worth far more than their original face value. So, why do collectors love this coin so much? Beyond its aesthetic appeal and historical significance, the 1966 UK halfpenny holds sentimental value for many. It's a piece of a bygone era in British currency, a small but significant token of a time before decimalization. This sense of nostalgia, combined with the coin's affordability and iconic design, makes it a must-have for collectors of British and world coins alike. For those building a pre-decimal British coin collection, the 1966 UK halfpenny is an essential piece. It's accessible for beginners due to its reasonable price, but it also has appeal for more advanced collectors who appreciate the history and cultural significance behind this tiny, yet mighty coin. So, is the 1966 UK a halfpenny worth adding to your collection? Absolutely. While it may command astronomical prices, and it's a fascinating piece of British numismatic history. Whether you find it in a coin dealer's shop or tucked away in your own collection, this little coin has a lot of story to tell. If you're a fan of pre-decimal coins or just love collecting coins with a rich history, the 1966 UK a halfpenny is a great addition to your portfolio. And who knows? Next up, we have a fascinating coin to dive into, and it's one that's catching the eye of many collectors around the world: the 1960 United Kingdom a halfpenny in circulated condition with a unique black shade. We'll be exploring its history, its rarity, the current collector's market, and of course its value in dollars today. So whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just curious about what makes this coin stand out, sit back and enjoy the journey as we uncover the hidden value behind this historic British halfpenny. Let's start with a bit of history. The United Kingdom's a halfpenny, also known as the halfpenny, was a small coin that was in circulation for several centuries before being discontinued in 1984. However, today we're zeroing in on the 1960 issue, part of the pre-decimal British coinage, which was eventually phased out when the UK adopted the decimal system in 1971. The 1960 halfpenny features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, which was sculpted by the artist Mary Gillick. This young portrayal of the Queen is known for its elegance and simplicity, and it remains highly regarded in numismatic circles. On the reverse, we find a traditional British symbol, the depiction of a ship, the Golden Hind, famously captained by Sir Francis Drake. The intricate detailing on this small coin is truly remarkable for its time. This coin was struck in bronze, giving it a warm, reddish-brown hue when new. However, over time, circulation and environmental factors can dramatically change a coin's appearance, especially when it's been in circulation for several decades, which brings us to the unique condition of the coin we're discussing today. What makes the 1960 United Kingdom a halfpenny we're focusing on today particularly intriguing is its circulated black shade condition. Now, what does this mean exactly? When we talk about a circulated coin, we're referring to a coin that has been used in everyday transactions. These coins often bear signs of wear and tear, such as scratches, worn surfaces, and discoloration. Over time, Bronze coins like the a halfpenny can undergo significant oxidation, which gives them a dark, almost black patina. This blackened appearance is the result of the copper content in the bronze alloy reacting with the air and moisture over decades. For some collectors, this black shade adds to the charm of the coin, giving it a sense of age and history. Others, however, might see it as a form of damage that decreases the coin's visual appeal. Regardless of your personal preference, this unique black shade is uncommon in older coins that have been heavily circulated, and in some cases, it can even enhance the coin's value, depending on its rarity. Now, let's talk about rarity and why this coin, particularly in its circulated black shade condition, is starting to garner more attention from collectors around the world. However, circulated coins like the one we're discussing are also collectible, especially when they display unique characteristics, such as the blackened patina. This gives the coin a more vintage appearance, which can appeal to certain collectors who are fascinated by the coin's journey through time. Alright, now the moment you've all been waiting for: what is the market value of a 1960 United Kingdom, a halfpenny, in circulated black shade condition today? How much is this coin really worth? In today's market, the value of a circulated 1960 halfpenny with a blackened patina can vary depending on several factors. These include the level of wear, the depth and evenness of the black shade, and the overall appeal of the coin. As of today, circulated examples like the one we're discussing can sell for anywhere $150,000. Yes, this may seem highest, but here's where things get interesting. Now, you might be asking yourself, why would someone want to collect a circulated 1960 halfpenny with a black shade? The answer lies in the historical value and the personal satisfaction of owning a piece of history. This coin, although not exceptionally valuable in monetary terms today, carries with it the weight of over 60 years of history. It's a tangible piece of Queen Elizabeth II's early reign and the era of British pre-decimal currency, both of which hold significant importance to numismatists. For collectors who specialize in British coinage or pre-decimal currency, having a well-preserved or uniquely aged 1960 halfpenny can be an essential addition to their collection. The circulated black patina gives the coin character, making it stand out among its. So, while the 1960 United Kingdom a halfpenny in circulated black shade condition may make you a millionaire overnight, and it remains a charming piece for collectors who value the history behind their coins, the market value today might be highest, and who knows what the future holds for this fascinating piece of British numismatic history. If you have one of these coins in your collection, or if you're thinking of starting a collection, remember that every coin has its own story to tell. Whether you're in it for the history, the hunt, or the potential appreciation in value, coin collecting is always an adventure. Next up, we're diving into a fascinating piece of British numismatic history, the United Kingdom a halfpenny coin from 1964. This coin may seem small, but it packs a big punch when it comes to history and its value in today's collector's market, especially in fine condition. Stick around to learn all about the background of this coin, its design, mintage, and of course, how much it's worth today in dollars. Let's get into it. The halfpenny coin from the United Kingdom holds a special place in the history of British currency. The British halfpenny was part of the pre-decimal currency system, where 240 pennies equaled £1. While that might sound confusing today, this system was in place in Britain for hundreds of years before the switch to the decimal system in 1971. The 1964 and a halfpenny marks one of the final years of this iconic denomination, which had been in circulation for centuries. By this point in time, the halfpenny was being used less frequently in everyday transactions due to inflation and the decreasing purchasing power of the coin. In fact, the halfpenny was officially discontinued from circulation in 1969, just before the decimalization of British currency in 1971. But what makes the 1964 version of this coin so interesting? Let's take a closer look at the design. The 1964 United Kingdom a halfpenny, like other halfpenny coins of its time, carries some distinctive and iconic British symbols. On the obverse, you'll find the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. The portrait on the 1964 halfpenny was designed by Mary Gillick and shows a youthful image of the Queen, crowned with a laurel wreath. This portrait was used on British coins from 1953 until 1967 and is instantly recognizable to collectors. Moving to the reverse, you'll notice the famous depiction of the Golden Hind, the ship of the English sea captain and privateer Sir Francis Drake. The Golden Hind was a symbol of England's maritime history and power, and it's beautifully detailed on this coin. The words halfpenny and the year 1964 are inscribed around the edge, framing the image of the ship. The design of this coin is simple yet powerful, reflecting both the monarchy and Britain's naval prowess. Even though it's a small coin, the level of detail on the golden hind is impressive, and this artistry contributes to its appeal among collectors today. Now, let's talk about how rare or common the 1964 halfpenny is. A significant portion of the population didn't bother to keep their old halfpennies as keepsakes, meaning that fewer have survived in decent condition compared to other denominations. For collectors, the condition of a coin is crucial, and coins in fine condition like the one we're discussing today are of particular interest. While the 1964 halfpenny may be extremely rare, and finding one in fine or better condition is a bit more challenging due to the coin's age and the wear it likely experienced during its time in circulation. You might be wondering, what exactly does fine condition mean for a coin like this? Well, in numismatic terms, a coin in fine condition is one that shows some wear, but the major details of the design are still visible and clear. The relief on the coin may be slightly worn down, particularly on high points like Queen Elizabeth's crown or the details of the Golden Hind ship. However, the overall design and lettering are intact and easily recognizable. In fine condition, the coin has seen circulation but has avoided heavy damage, making it a desirable piece for collectors who want an authentic, historical coin without paying the premium prices associated with higher grades like extremely fine or uncirculated. Now, the part you've all been waiting for: how much is this 1964 United Kingdom a halfpenny worth today in the coin collector's market, specifically in fine condition? In today's market, the value of this coin can fluctuate depending on factors such as demand, rarity, and the coin's specific condition. In fine condition, you can typically find this coin valued $113,000. While that may seem like a massive sum, remember that this is the value for a coin that is relatively uncommon in fine condition. Why is the 1964 halfpenny so beloved among collectors? First and foremost, it represents a key period in British numismatic history. This coin comes from the final years of the halfpenny's circulation and is tied to an era just before Britain made the monumental switch to decimal currency. For collectors who focus on British coins or pre-decimal coinage, the 1964 halfpenny is a must-have addition. Furthermore, the Golden Hind design is a favorite among those who appreciate maritime history. It's not just another coin with a monarch's portrait, it tells a story of exploration, adventure, and the rise of the British Empire on the seas. And let's not forget, the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Mary Gillick is a classic in its own right, symbolizing the early reign of a monarch who would go on to become the longest serving in British history. Collectors also appreciate the accessibility of this coin. Next up, we're diving into the world of British coins, specifically the United Kingdom halfpenny from 1959 in dirty condition. Yes, you heard that right, this tiny, often overlooked coin can hold quite a bit of value, even in less than perfect condition. So, stick around as we explore its fascinating history, design, and of course, its current market value in dollars today. To truly understand the value of the United Kingdom a halfpenny, we first need to dive into its rich history. The British halfpenny has a long lineage, dating back to the 13th century, but the specific coin we're talking about today is part of the modern pre-decimal coinage, which was used in Britain before they adopted the decimal system in 1971. The 1959 halfpenny was minted during a time when Queen Elizabeth II had recently taken the throne, just 7 years earlier in 1952. This coin was in circulation during an era when Great Britain was undergoing significant social, cultural, and economic changes post-World War II. The halfpenny was part of the system that divided the British pound into 240 pennies, and the halfpenny represented 1/480th of a pound. That might sound like an incredibly small value today, but it had its uses back in the day, primarily for small purchases like stamps, newspapers, or sweets. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of this intriguing coin. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find the image of Queen Elizabeth II. This was an early portrait of the Queen, often referred to as the young head portrait. It was designed by Mary Gillick and remained in use for many years. The Queen faces to the right, as is tradition with British monarchs alternating the direction of their profile with each new reign. Around the Queen's portrait, the inscription reads, Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina FD, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This design reflects both her royal stature and her religious role as the head of the Church of England. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find the depiction of a sailing ship known as the Golden Hind, the famous ship captained by Sir Francis Drake during his circumnavigation of the globe between 1577 and 1500 CE. The Golden Hind is a symbol of England's naval power and exploration during the Elizabethan era. Below the ship, you'll see the year 1959 and the denomination, which simply states halfpenny. The intricate design and its symbolic elements make this coin not just a piece of currency, but a small work of art and a piece of British history. Even in dirty condition, these details still shine through. Now, let's talk about the condition of your coin. We're specifically focusing on the dirty condition today. So, what does dirty mean in the world of coin collecting? A dirty coin typically refers to one that has accumulated grime, dust, and other materials over time. It could have been sitting in a drawer, a box, or even buried underground for years. However, just because a coin is dirty doesn't necessarily mean it's worthless. In fact, many collectors appreciate the patina, or aged look, that can develop on coins over time, especially if it's an old or historical coin like this 1959 and a half penny. When assessing a coin's value, condition is one of the primary factors that collectors look at. Ideally, coins in mint state or uncirculated condition fetch the highest prices, but that doesn't mean a dirty coin can't hold value. Coins are graded on a scale ranging from poor to mint state. In this case, a dirty coin likely falls into the good to very good range, depending on how much wear and tear the coin has endured. The good news? Even in this condition, a 1959 halfpenny can still attract attention, especially if it's part of a complete collection or sought by a niche group of collectors who specialize in British coins. So, what makes the 1959 United Kingdom a halfpenny desirable to collectors today? One of the primary factors is rarity. While limited of halfpennies were minted throughout the 1950s, many of them were lost, melted down, or heavily circulated, leaving fewer examples in collectible condition. As time passes, the number of well-preserved halfpennies decreases, making each surviving coin, even in dirty condition, potentially more valuable. Another key factor is historical significance. Coins from the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, especially those minted early in her reign, have become increasingly popular with collectors, particularly after her passing in 2022. The fact that this coin hails from a transitional period in British history only adds to its allure. Moreover, the Golden Hind design is beloved by collectors who appreciate nautical themes or who are fascinated by England's exploration history. Combined, these factors create a level of demand for this coin that extends beyond its face value. Now for the big question, how much is a 1959 United Kingdom a halfpenny in dirty condition worth today in the collector's market? While values fluctuate based on demand, condition, and market trends, we can provide a solid estimate for a coin in dirty condition like the one we're discussing. On average, a 1959 UK halfpenny in dirty condition might sell $100,000. This may seem highest. And there you have it, folks. The 1959 United Kingdom halfpenny, even in dirty condition, holds a unique place in the world of coin collecting. It's more than just a piece of metal, it's a window into Britain's past, a token of Queen Elizabeth II's early reign, and a symbol of exploration and adventure. If you have one of these coins lying around, take a closer look, it might just be worth more than you think. Be sure to check the coin's condition, and don't be afraid to consult a local dealer or online marketplace to get a sense of its true value. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coin collecting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more exciting coin stories and updates. Let us know in the comments below what coins you'd like us to feature next. Until next time, happy collecting.